I'm excited to teach this course this semester. In this course, we will cover the fundamentals of data science for ecology and environmental science, including how do we access openly available data, what are the best practices for entering and storing data, how do we transform data and run basic analyses, and how do we produce those stunning visualizations. One of the best parts of this course will be interacting with each other. You are at least as likely to learn from your peers as you are from me, so I've built in a few ways for us to stay connected. This is our main Canvas page. The Coworking Space is a discussion board where you can pop in, say hello, share any interesting resources you found related to the course. So that's one way to stay connected. Another way is we have these weekly discussion related to the material. So this is where you can ask questions if you're struggling with something. And if you're getting ahead, keep an eye on these discussion boards and see if anyone needs help. You can probably answer someone's question fairly quickly. So let's take a minute to look at our syllabus. I know you will read it in more detail, but there's a few things that I want to point out. First, I've reserved Thursday 10 to 11 as my virtual office hours. So this is the time that I'll be on Canvas reading and responding to questions in those discussion boards. I'll be responding to email and Canvas messages. And we can also use this time for online co-working sessions for the more challenging material later on in the semester or to work on our projects together. There is no required textbook for this class. One of the tenets of the open science movement is that all materials are freely available online. So I'll post resources I find useful in that resources tab, and feel free to share resources that you find useful. Please take a minute to review these Netiquette guidelines. This is kind of a code of conduct for online environments. And take a minute to read our course code of conduct. This is adapted from the Carpentries Code of Conduct. They're an organization that have been really successful in building a welcoming and inclusive coding and data science community, and we want to recreate that environment in our course. Scrolling back up, there's a few things I didn't mention. I want to cover these. So there's no attendance. There are weekly quizzes and assignments. And all quizzes are online, no time limit, open book, because this mimics how you will solve problems in your own work as you continue building on those data science skills. Assignments are due Monday at midnight. While there is a grace period, it is highly recommended that you submit assignments on time because assignments build on each other. And in my experience, it can be hard to catch up if you fall behind. If you are struggling with the material or anything else during the semester, please let me know. I'm here to help you. We are a community and we're here to help each other. So if you see a question on the discussion board and you know the answer, you know, please take some time to just answer. And let's see. Um, let's look at the grading policies. So the grading will revolve around those weekly quizzes, weekly assignments, contribution to the online discussion boards related to the weekly material, a final project, and completing a data camp tutorial. So data camp is an online uh, resource of tutorials and we'll register for this for the course, and I'll provide instructions of how to do that. But what I love about these tutorials is that it will walk you through kind of the introduction to programming in a very accessible way, and then we'll go through these tutorials together. And a final project, don't worry about the details now. We'll cover it in next week's module. But we'll be using neon data that I mentioned in the intro video to work on a specific research question. So we'll develop these final projects at the end of the course that'll apply all of the concepts that we'll learn. And again, if at any time in the semester you're having trouble with something, you can reach out, ask a question related to the material through the discussion boards, or if it's more personal matter, please reach out to me. We have a few different ways. You can email me, you can post a message to me through Canvas itself, and I'll be really good at checking these different forms of messaging. All right, so work through the rest of the welcome materials and make sure to introduce yourself in this week's discussion boards. And feel free to respond to other people's introductions if you want to learn more about them, if they mention something interesting and you want more details. This hopefully will become kind of the discussion environment that we'll have throughout the course.